Welcome to a little segment I like to call Bumps and Bends. Hey guys, welcome to the Donington GP circuit. Not a layout I'm a fan of, and yeah, I think the other layout would have been much suited to this car, but here we are. This is the Formula Sprint, Season 1 2020, and this fixed setup is a bit slower than previous seasons. My overall best is a 20.2 with a 20 flat optimal, but this week I got it down to a 22.6, which is quite a ways off. The faster guys are doing low 22s in the race, and this I managed on lap 9. The trick here is mistakes, track limits and mistakes. So we'll start off with a quick run through of the lap. Here we go. It's all about momentum this week. Maintain the momentum. You make a little mistake and you lose momentum for a long portion of the circuit. You don't have to go out wide there. That's a blind corner, that one. But we'll go through each corner in a sec. This chicane's a lot to do with shut your eyes, hope for the best, aim for the poles. The car wants to kick out if you get on the throttle too early at these two hairpins, and this corner just drops right off. Get on the throttle without spinning the tyres, and that is a 22.6. Let's have a look at the corners. I've got a joystick now, so hopefully this will look a little bit better. Rightio. So let's have a look at the lap corner by corner. Now the exit of the pits here, you can use quite a lot of it. The following lap after this, I did the following lap after this, I think it was lap 11. My last lap, I was just testing the limits. And so if you can keep two wheels on the track, you'll be all right. Now this corner, I'd love to be in fourth, but this setup here, I'm not getting the stable turn in here that I want. So as far as bumps, you really need to avoid the dirt section of the ripple strip because it will really unsettle the car, but got to try and use as much of it as possible. Get on the throttle. You'll probably do a bit of oppie lock because you want to get on the throttle and turn the car with the throttle. Come on. So yeah, we want to use as much of this as possible, but on the exit is unstable, so you just want to be focusing on this corner here. You need to stay right on the inside. Use this inside ripple strip. Use that inside ripple strip. And then here, you just want to drop it right in. Short shift if you can. And here is called the hairpin. It's not a hairpin anymore, but you want to go from this ripple strip to that ripple strip as fast as possible and use as much of it as possible. And you want to get on the throttle as early as possible. You see the inside dirt section will unsettle the car, and if you get on the throttle too early, you will understeer and you will get an X. I actually went off the throttle a little bit with this one. And then here we're just following through. Now this section, you want to go far left and use all the car's speed. You don't necessarily have to brake too hard here. And just let it flow over this crest. And we'll get this joystick right. And this corner is one of the hardest. So I'll pause it here. You can't actually see the corner. Even if I go right out, as high as I can. Look how high up you have to be to see the corner. So what we want to do is use that sign as a marker, which is really inset on the field, and just throw it in. If you go too shallow, especially in the first 2 laps, you'll get a slowdown, and the slowdowns are lengthy. So you just want to throw it in as much as possible and focus on the right side of the track. You don't need to go right out. What you need to do is focus on cutting it right back in, shortening the circuit, and getting on that throttle for the back straight. And then just make sure you get all your gear changes right. But you see how it goes downhill there. You can short shift into 6th. If you're in a slipstream in the race, it'll help. Now this section here is very tricky. Just play with it in practice, and you're actually aiming for the cones or the pillars there. You can actually drive through them, and you want to straight line this section as much as possible. And there's a bump in the middle of the chicane. You just want to get the car as straight as possible. You can actually drive through them. I've missed it that time. But the way it bottoms out there when you're on the throttle will send you wide here. Get that camera back. So this section here, there's in the ripple strip, there's a bump right where that the front of the tire is. We'll go around and have a look. Thinking it's time. What a paint job, eh? Could have changed the camera, but rightio. Right there, there is a bump. That is the only reference you've got. There's no markers for braking zones, but I use that bump to see where I'm going to brake. I actually brake a little bit before it. Look here, I'm braking well before it. It's about getting the car as smooth as possible. Or the hairpin. I really don't like this section of the track, but go down to first late, and you'll see here, it's just about getting nice straight traction. You get on the throttle too fast and spin the tires, So get on like half throttle and build it up, build it up. And this section here, I'm using the end of the ripple strip as a marker, braking reference, and getting it nice and stable, aiming for the far inside of the hairpin and trying to get straightest acceleration possible. That's a lap of Donington GP. Let me know how you go, guys. I'm down to a 22.6, but every other lap before that was in the 23s. Okay, there. I hope that helps. Give us a thumbs up if you liked it, down if you didn't. Make sure you subscribe and come check me out on Twitch, and I'll see you next time. Bye.